Welcome to Mic Checka, the show where I talk to dope people doing dope things. This person online, like I'm super proud of her on this. Like you don't even know how proud I am of her in general. Like, cause I feel like I seen her grow up from a Padawan, to a full on Jedi. I remember she used to come to my parties like, "Yo, D, I'm gonna be doing this. I'm gonna be doing this. Watch me." And she went out to LA, made her moves. I'm proud of her, man. Us this low level people like myself in middle management, stuck back at the warehouse, as they say. And she went up to corporate, and he's like, oh man, she ain't left the warehouse. She ain't went to the penthouse, they say. Thank my homie Dominique Lovings. Thank you for coming on, Mic Checka. What is going on, my G?
Hey, what's up, man? Look, you made my heart all warm and
No,
shit.
I'm mad proud of you. I am super proud of you.
Thank you. That means so much to me. But literally, it's so funny because I remember coming to those free time parties. When I tell you I've been grown a long time, I was like underage up in there. Adrian getting me in.
Yep.
And it was so much fun. Like I probably went to the loft a few times, mainly for the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
But
The
I
food was
really
good,
wasn't.
no doubt.
The food was fire, like, but I really wasn't on like the St. Louis scene like that. I would hit a college party or two, but I was in y'all shit.
Yeah,
Like I was grown. I know my ass was like 19.
I know. I know how old you were for real. Too. You like, you like this is my 21st birthday. And you did it at a free time. I was like, hold on, so you been coming for like 2 years. This your 21st birthday party.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that was at EXO.
Yep.
I was so drunk. I was so mad because my aunt got my birthday cake and she got me a cake with like whipped cream icing. And I hate whipped cream on my cake. I remember that. That cake went to waste. I definitely threw it away.
Yeah,
She had
that's
my
and then
picture on it.
think about EXO is 10 years ago.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
more than 10 years ago.
Yeah, that was more than 10 years ago because shit, I'm about to be 34 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, EXO. I'll be 40 in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Wait, whoa. Shut up.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
You think me and Roy we all the same age? What do you think?
You know what? Okay, so here's the thing because I worked with Autumn. Autumn was my manager at Baker's.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't really know how old she was. I knew that I figured that y'all was only like 3 years older than me.
No, I'll be
Because
40 February
Janelle is
16th.
wow. I did not know that. Oh, that's a big party. What you gonna do?
Man, I tell you, I got a photo shoot I'm doing that's gonna be pretty dope, man. I'm doing
Oh,
every
nice.
decade. I'm doing every decade.
Is Joe gonna take a picture?
No, Maurice.
Mm. Okay. Man, oh my gosh, that's so exciting. New chapter.
Yeah.
You a whole
Yeah, I mean, man.
hold on. So I want to tell y'all a story about Mr. Frierson here. We're gonna take this back to MySpace. Because
Oh
this
snap!
Negro was so cynical. And you did a blog post about, and I'm not trying to put your daddy business out there,
Oh, that's all good.
but about your dad getting left at the altar. And
Yes,
you were so pissed. You were so
yes,
upset, which you had the right to be.
yeah.
And you was like, I'm never getting married. You would say all of this stuff. I said, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And here you are. You got a whole
7-year-old
family.
kid.
Dang. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Man.
I know, man. I know. And the funny thing is, oh man, this so since you brought that up, I'm gonna tell you the epilogue to that marriage thing. I found out I have a 13-year-old little brother. I found out right before my daughter's 7th birthday. So this year I found out maybe around right when pandemic started. So let's say April, May. My dad texted our family chat group was like and just sent a picture of him with this little dude. And everybody's like, "Oh man, who is that?" "Oh, that's my son." And I was like, so then we started another outside text group from the,
Your daddy out here. I love it. That is
no.
so
So we started another text group from the outside the original text group. Like,
right.
hold on, what's going on? He's like, yeah, he like 12 or 13. Then we did the math. It was the same chick he got left at the altar by, got pregnant. And my grandmother said, like, that woman girl pregnant that your daddy's gonna marry. This is years. This is a year after he got married. And I was like, and she used to laugh and she would be like, I bet you that baby your daddy's. And we was like, no. No. And lo and behold, he was. Yeah, I got a 13-year-old little brother I found out about in April, May this past last year.
Wow.
So to
Why did
continue that story, that's funny you brought that up.
Wow. Oh my gosh. This is like a full I'm getting my life already.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Such a crazy
So I
full
met him for the first time. They came down to my daughter's 7th birthday party in September. That's the
Your
first
daughter
time I
said,
met him.
hold on, wait a second. What?
First time I met him. Just September.
No,
This
but your
September.
daughter is 7.
Yeah.
I remember she
Was born.
was born. Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh, she
gosh.
grown, man. She's self-sufficient. She do her own thing.
Wow. I'm really old. Like, I'm really like, listen, I'm just trying to take care of a puppy. That ain't mine. So
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's the crazy thing. So I just met him.
wow,
Just
that's
met him.
so
He's
like how
13.
was it? How like
He was cool. He was real shy. You know what I'm
of
saying?
course,
Like it
yeah,
was you could tell like he hadn't been around a lot of men like that, like per se. I'm not
okay.
saying because my daughter's birthday party is at the batting cages. And so I was like, yo, jump on in there. I'm just thinking he didn't even know how to like hold a baseball bat. He's like 12, 13. So I had to jump in there and show him how to hold a bat, even like to hit the ball. You know what I'm saying? So next day I ended up taking him out all day. He stayed with me and stuff and went to the science center. And Xander doesn't want to kick, she kick it with everybody. If you want, as long as you made him sit in the back with her. So
Oh,
he's like, no, you sit, you ain't sitting, you sitting in the back with me.
that's so cute. Oh
Yeah,
wow, that's so
yeah.
crazy.
I know that's crazy. You brought that up. I'm still super cynical. I think it's just changed. You know what I'm
But you have
saying?
a
Like,
daughter, like didn't she like soften you a
oh yeah,
little?
yeah, 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 definitely. But I think more of my cynicalness comes with myself more that I don't
It's
know.
an Aquarius thing. I'm like that.
I don't know shit no more. Like
What?
everything I thought I knew, I don't know.
I will definitely say I've spent the past 10 years, especially being here on my own and unlearning a lot of shit and just was like, yo, like, even if
Particularly when it comes to women.
it's listen, I'm a woman and I can say I agree.
Don't get it, man. I thought I knew. I thought I just knew a baseline. Nah, I thought out the window, G.
Dang, man. It's definitely been an interesting journey, struggle, and just really, really, really getting to know myself. And
Yeah.
I've always been comfortable in my skin and whatnot, but it's different now. And it's just certain things that I thought that I would always be able to tolerate certain spaces and people. I just ended a friendship of like 20 something years.
Damn. Why is
Yeah.
that? I mean, what was it over? What was it over?
Uh it was it was time. I probably had outgrew her a long time ago, if I'm honest.
Mm-hmm.
But you just hold on to things and you kind of always want the best for people, especially when you see potential in your friends. Like it is our jobs to like kind of help catapult them and help them realize certain things. But I realize sometimes you just have to leave people where they're at. And it's funny because the icing. No, it was icing on it. Okay, it was a candle, and she might have lit the match. It was like a trick
Yeah,
candle.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I like looked out for her on some shit, but in the sense of it being like temporary, like a temporary moment, and she ultimately ended up doing some disrespectful shit, saying some disrespectful shit to my mom,
Oh shit.
and it's interesting because my mom actually didn't tell me. My little sister told me. And I was just like, wait a second, what was said? Who came to who house doing what? Like, we don't do that. And I'm not gonna say that my mom was not on, like that she wasn't right in the situation. Like, I know my mom. She be with fuck shit too. Like, she a nigga.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, 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 yeah.
but it's the way that you handle things when you are supposed to be somebody's like best friend for all these years and you have slept in that house. My mom has looked out for you. I have looked out for you. And I don't care what happened, whether she was right or wrong. It's certain things that you just don't say. and I have seen, her mom act a fool, and I never fixed her my mouth to like be disrespectful solely based on the fact that I respect my friend, you know? So I was just like, nah, this is it. So Mother's
Like,
Day.
did you say something, or you just like, I'm not gonna hit her up?
No, so it's funny because I actually okay, so I might have been an asshole.
Okay, I know.
So
That's
this
the thing about us Aquariuses, man. Like, we cool with you, man. But when we get pushed into that corner like a panther, yo.
yeah, and I literally
And our wrath is ridiculous, though. That's the thing, because people don't expect it.
because it's just like oh, it's so flat, but when it
Mm-hmm.
happens, and once we're done, we
Mm-hmm.
done. So
Because loyalty is a big deal to us on top of it, because we're very loyal to people, man. And like, even if I'm not cool with you, I'm never gonna shit on you. But if you shit on me, and like you
yeah,
shit on me, like
yeah,
you're nothing to me.
yeah. No, and that's literally how it is. I she has like two kids.
Mm-hmm.
So and this conversation, so when I found out about it was like a couple of days before like Mother's Day or whatever. And then I brought it up to my mom on Mother's Day, like, why didn't you, say anything to me about it? And she just, was like, I really didn't want to be the cause, of y'all friendship breaking up. I figured at some point, it would come out, but I didn't feel like it was really my place to say nothing because the situation really didn't involve you. And I'm like, but it did because you were being disrespected. So I hit her up on Mother's Day. It was like, hey, like, happy Mother's Day. So going forward, we will no longer be affiliated, associated with each other.
Dang.
That's why. And I wish you well in life, but I'm done with you. Like, you can't call me for shit. Like, I'm blocking you. Like, I went on a blocking spree, blocked the numbers, profiles, everything. I just was over it.
Dang.
I'm still cool with her sister though.
So, like with the blocking thing, like I think people also have been using that, and we'll go talk more about you. But I think some people use that blocking thing as a passive aggressive thing sometimes. Like, I don't want to deal with whatever I'm doing to you, even like I think that's like the crazy thing about it, that people use it as a thing like that. I read people and talk to me, they're like, yo, Shorty blocked me because I was trying to confront her about something. Like,
I don't really. The only time, okay, so I probably have been blocking people for a long time. Because no, because there's certain energy. I've always been about protecting my peace.
yeah.
You can't come in my house and act a fool. I don't be, I just like to be chill. I want to have a good time, and that's it. And I remember it was this guy I was dating, and he was a client of mine. And so he was Persian and much older, but his mom was still living. Okay, cool. So like I kind of stumbled into a situation where he introduced me to his mom. Like it wasn't my intention to be meeting somebody, mama. Like I'm still trying to like I like you, but I'm trying to
I
figure out how
don't
to
know.
like you.
Yeah.
And of course, she met this black girl at that time. I had long blonde hair, and I don't know what happened. It just was different after that. So he was like, "Oh, I feel like you just want something more serious than what I'm willing to offer,
Oh
and
wow.
I'm not ready for." I'm like, "Hold on, we're here because of you. You asked
Hmm.
me out. You've been taking me shopping, doing different things, and spending time with me. I am not assuming anything. I did not ask anything of you, so I don't even know how you got that impression. Like I'm chilling." And I just was so irritated. I was like, you know what? This motherfucker don't even deserve access to me because for him to feel like, oh, I'm having a weak moment, I'm gonna hit her. No, no, cool. Nope, that's fine. So I logged into my Sprint account and I blocked his number. Like I
Before you
put
could
it
do
on
it from
the
the
list.
phone, you went back
From the,
into.
I'm like, nope, you about to get the boo-doo-doo. You can't, nope. You about to get the bounce back message. Like you can't call me. And that's fine.
Have you unblocked somebody?
Only person
Like,
I
is there a list of people that have still been blocked for years?
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, still a list. It's still definitely a list. The only person I unblocked was My homeboy. That's the only person. Everybody else still blocked. Yeah, because I feel like that has run its course. And if it was like a dire emergency and it was
Why would you
something,
need that person you blocked? You blocked them for a reason.
yeah, I'm like, but somebody that probably can get in contact with me, like if your mom died or something. But yeah,
But if you
because
block me, you don't need to know my mom died. That's the way I look at it.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like if
You
it was,
blocked me. You blocked
but,
me out. Like, so you don't need to
but
know none of that.
sometimes, like I have people.
No. I
No,
look at it. You
no,
remember you seen the
no.
Black Mirror episode? You seen the Black Mirror episode where have you watched Black Mirror?
No,
You
I
need
tried.
to. Oh, it's one of the best like shows.
I had time to be having nightmares because you know how my mind started racing, and
There's a whole
I
episode
start
about
having
blocking
dreams.
people, and you literally block them. Like they can't even see you at all.
Oh, that would be dope in real life
So all
though.
you see is like a gray silhouette of the person. You just see that they're around, but they can't see you. They can't talk to you. So like it literally you have blocked them out. You can see a silhouette of them. That's it.
Can we make that happen in real
So no,
life?
no, no. So that's the ill thing about it is that things were happening in real life, but you can unblock the person too. Like it's like literally like a little
Okay.
switch, you can unblock them. But the woman literally lived her life, went on, had another kid, everything, and blocked this guy. And he was just following her around for years. Because he didn't know if the kid was his or not.
Was the kid his?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
The thing was though is that when you, I guess the whole thing they explained is when you block someone, your offspring gets blocked from that person too. So she was pregnant. She was pregnant when she because she told him she was pregnant and he was like cool, and then she was like I think I'm having an abortion. He got mad and that's why they broke up.
Oh,
So
okay.
and then she blocked him because he was like no we can work on it. So she just blocks him. It was because she was messing with his boy and had a baby with one of his boys. Yeah. But the offspring was blocked because she, like they said, the offspring is blocked too. So he couldn't even see if this is his daughter or not.
Dang, that's
Yeah, I'm not
crazy.
gonna spoil it for you, but man, but that's how I look at blocking. You blocked me out. You don't even know if you don't want to. You blocked me. Why? Why do you blocked me? Let's keep it that
Man,
way. Or I
that's
blocked you. Let's keep it that way.
that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I like that idea. Like,
Yeah, but Black Mirror's got ill stuff like that. It's like that kind of stuff. Like it's based more around technology, stuff
okay.
around technology.
That's okay. I'm not even gonna sit up here in front. Sometimes technological advances kind of freak me out
Okay,
sometimes.
like what? Like what?
I had this reoccurring theme that runs through my mind that like men be trying to get rid of women for real because they really feel like we don't like we're the weaker species and
What do you mean? Like what do you like? When you talking about
like
like
I
the
just
sex dolls and
because
stuff?
even how okay so there was this development where they had it where you could like it's just like outside womb and of course it's like okay for people that can't have kids having difficulties or whatever the case may be and they could take your egg and the male sperm create this embryo where it's the baby forms in this womb and I'm like man they all doing some kind of fuck shit trying to get rid of me or
I
I
would say
think
it's
of
the
like
opposite. Y'all
robots.
get rid of men. It's the same way, the opposite way too.
Man, I wouldn't get rid of men. I love men too much.
Yeah,
Like
right, man. Y'all
I
get
really do.
rid our asses with the
I don't like the
quickness.
drama that come with y'all sometimes, the inconsistencies, but I really don't have no complaints. I really don't. Cause I kind of just like I just do my own thing. So but I really don't. Now what I would like to do is build a man because I can take from that person and that
It's a
person.
Black Mirror episode about that too. You need to watch Black
Okay,
Mirror.
all right. I'll watch it in the daytime.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's basically technology, like what weird things happen when technology advances, like and like
Like
how it can mess up our lives or help our lives.
I don't have no weird conspiracy about like the stuff that's going on right now. I just think it's a case of like negligence, like with
Mm-hmm.
this COVID shit, like having government officials in place that are underqualified and not looking out for their people. But so I don't think that it's a conspiracy with some 5G towers.
See, the thing is,
Like,
the messed up part about me, I think that things are so messed up that there's impossibilities for conspiracies as much. I don't think that, you know, what I'm saying? Like I think it was because it was easier back in the day. Like, okay, all we got to do is get somebody sit in a tree and they can kill Martin Luther King. That's a real simple conspiracy. It's
Right.
real hard to get some of these conspiracies off the ground because people talk too much.
Yeah.
How can you keep, and me and you planning a plot? You may
Yeah.
tell your dude, and when y'all in out, me and D, we up here finna set these 7G towers and give people cancer. He gonna be like, man, that's pretty dope. Then he gonna tell his boy, drinking with his boy, like, hey, my girl working on them 7G towers. They gonna give niggas cancer. It's just, it's
It just
harder to
really,
keep a
yeah.
conspiracy.
Yeah, no, that's serious. Nah, I mean, it's just a lot of negligence.
Yes, I
Unfortunately,
agree.
a lot of idiots in positions of power that don't need to be. And I'm just still confused as to why. Like, yeah, we needed to get rid of Donald Trump, but why is niggas this old running for president? Like, I didn't know Joe Biden was like 85.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, why are people in the Senate like 100 years old? Like, can we get an age cap on this?
No.
Can we get a term cap on this? Because I'm over it.
But the problem is with that is that the people that will be voting on the cap are the people that don't want a cap. So you're not gonna get it.
I just hate it here. Like, see, this is why I be trying to get out of America.
See, the thing is though is that you need sometimes you need an old senile white man to just no. Listen what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not saying he doing a damn thing. It's like, have you ever had like a grandparent or somebody they was senile, but they just enough to be able to get by, but you can slide stuff past them? Like, yo, hey grandma, go ahead and sign this as a little check. But she ain't really looked at how much the check is. But you can slide the check by, get her to sign it, and she be like, oh no, she said she gonna give you the money. You just took $5,000 instead of 500. You know what I'm saying? So it's this little C now. Just slide it past them. Just no, Joe. It's the same thing we talked about. Just go ahead and sign right there. Thank you, and then you just take it back.
I don't know.
Now you legalizing strippers or prostitution, which should be legalized, but that's another
thing. Not tonight. Not tonight.
It should be though. Those sex workers be working hard.
No, they really do. I don't know what the big deal is. Again,
that's the problem. It's hard to tax it.
Listen, they can figure it out in some way.
Yeah, just like if you can hustle out your crib and not get taxed.
Everything. But I just feel like I just feel like the only reason why that has nothing to do with taxes is some reason why some old white man said something in the Bible or something, and I'm like, but that's not your body. If my body, it belongs to the Lord, so just let me be. Like, I can figure it out.
Yeah, let the Lord, what was it? Twerking for Jesus. Let them twerk for Jesus.
See.
Or drop it low for Jesus. That's what it was.
That's what to say. Like,
drop it low for Jesus. I can't wait till that show comes back, man. That show is hilarious.
What is that on?
Oh, you didn't know? That's a real TV show. That's what TV show is called. I can't remember the Sherman Showcase. It's a show making fun of Soul Train.
What is this on, like Adult Swim or something?
No, it's on AMC.
I don't have that channel. Well,
it's on. You can Google. It's on. You can. I believe it's on. It's on a lot of streaming. It's called Sherman Showcase.
Okay, Sherman.
So like they had Brescia Hall and they're playing Mary J. Blige for the episode. Like there's a whole bunch of people that they have on there. Like Ray J hosted the episode. Like it's like a basically documentary of fake Soul Train.
Wow. Okay.
So Drop It Low for Jesus was a group performing on the show. Because the host had to get his life right to Christ. And he had them on there.
Dropping it low.
Drop it low for Jesus.
I hate any secular song that is turned into a gospel song. I hate them all.
Like okay, give me one.
So somebody did music.
Oh, you mean secular turn to gospel? Okay, gotcha. I
secular turn to gospel. Like how Music Soul Child's Love got turned into a gospel song.
I never heard this.
My mama would stay playing Gospel 1600. And I'm like, I hate things like that. I'm like, no, it's just so.
I'm like, have you heard like gangster Christian rap?
I don't like it either.
But have you heard like people like, I'll be shooting at them for Christ? Like, hold on, you still do the drive-by, but it's just for Christ now. So
I'm like, it's. Listen.
And then you
Just
see like the
give
album
me,
cover. If I didn't show somebody the album cover, they wouldn't know the difference if it was
they
the
would
Jesus
know.
or.
Listen, just give me the Clark sisters, BB and CC, some Kirk Franklin, Kurt Carr.
I do like Deidre Hatton though.
It's too.
I like it though.
I'm just going to go for president. I'm going to go to. I'm like, calm down.
Like, I like Saints and Sinners. That's my song because I love the TV show too.
I'm not a huge fan of him either. I like simple things. I'm simple.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. I like Deidre Hatton. I don't know why I like him. I don't know. I just like him.
Man.
So let's dive into you a little bit. So I know people like, man, I came over here to learn about Dominique.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So let's talk. So were you born in St. Louis? Grew up in St. Louis?
Yeah, I'm from the West Side.
You're from the West Side? I did not know that.
I'm from the West Side.
We're like Clara up in there?
Yep. Yep.
So you grew up on Claire before they started making those all dead ends over there.
Yes. I did.
That's how you know you're old, when you can tell somebody, no, all these streets weren't dead ends over here.
Listen, it was one day I came home. Y'all had bike lanes. I'm like, what is this? Who?
I don't understand that. Like, I know that like people like, man, that's gentrification. Not on MLK. I don't know. I don't think that's gonna really transcend down on that area.
Bike lane on Union and Page. I'm so confused.
I don't think that the gentrification is gonna get there.
I keep telling my mom that, and I'm like, girl, it's not gonna come up that far. It's gonna
no.
That
why don't go so far? They don't even go so far with the gentrification thing.
But it's weird because I hear that somebody bought up all this property on the north side.
Yeah, you're talking about I forgot his last name. Greiten. Is it Greiten? Is Greach? Is something like that. But he's holding it because of the NGA building.
Okay. Don't know what that is. What's that?
The NGA is the national government building, big building that's being built down on the west, on the Old North, in Old North.
Oh, okay.
Like it's humongous. I'm talking about like 10,000 employees type thing. It's being built right. It's off of Jeff. It's actually right by Spruce. That's where it's gonna be at. The old Spruce. Yeah, they bought all that stuff up over there.
See, I feel like St. Louis has like so much potential.
It does.
And it just, I don't know what it is, but it's just like this.
We don't keep the dope people like you in the city. That's the problem.
Okay, so here's the thing. I left because, I graduated from Webster with my degree in broadcast journalism. So I moved to LA to get into like entertainment journalism. So that's why I moved here. And I'm like finding my way and everything, trying to make shit pop. But yeah, man, St. Louis I appreciate St. Louis now that I'm gone. But while I was there, I kind of felt kind of like an outcast in the sense of like, I like things that I was into. It was nothing, like no creative space for that. Like even working in fashion and working for like LA Fashion Week and things like that. Like there was no space for that there. And that's why I ultimately moved away. So
yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense. But St. Louis shouldn't try to build itself that way. It needs to find another avenue, like in tech or some other avenue, because it's never going to be good for entertainment. You got Chicago up the street. I mean, if you want to get into that and be in the Midwest, you go to Chicago, even Detroit. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to go entertainment wise, so St. Louis shouldn't try to build itself on that. Is one of the main things. But that people understand. 2000 to like 2012, St. Louis was a crazy place, man. It was super, like, people coming from out of town would be like, yo, I didn't even know St. Louis was cracking like this.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, I don't know if you remember, like, when we did the party with Ludacris for election night with Red Bull.
I don't think I live there no more.
In 2008?
Yeah, okay, I was there. Yeah, but I ain't know nothing about no Ludacris to no party.
It was the night of the election. It was a Red Bull thing. It was free too.
Okay, somehow I missed that memo because let me tell you.
We sent that out 2 days before. We got a memo from Red Bull. They were like, hey, we got to split. They wouldn't even tell us who it was until the day of and who they was bringing.
Okay.
And we got a venue at the last minute. It was, I
Man,
think
my
it was
dumb ass was taken at that time. I could tell you where I was when Obama got elected. My dumb ass was asleep at the dude house that I was seeing. So
because you were at Webster when Lupe came there, right?
yeah. I
Oh,
remember
that's right. You was with the one dude there up there. Okay, now I remember now.
Yeah, no, because Lupe,
because it was in your gym.
Huh? It was in the gym. It was in the Webster gym because Stacy Static, I think, had hosted.
Yep, Stacy Static hosted. Yep.
Oh man,
that was that same year we ended up doing. We had Ludacris at and that was the night he Nasty Girl. He premiered Nasty Girl that night.
Yeah,
I Do It for Hip Hop, the song with Nas and Jay-Z, like that he got on this. He premiered all the songs of that Theater of the Mind album.
What a time, man, to be alive. I missed it.
Yeah, man, and that was, man. People, I mean, I'm sure every city was cracking like that on 08 because when Obama was elected.
I mean, I definitely went to. I feel like I ran into you. Did I run into you in DC? I know I ran into Adrian.
When
for the inauguration.
No, I didn't go to inauguration.
Okay, I definitely.
Adrian went to inauguration.
Yeah, I ran into Adrian randomly. And then funny story, we went to the like Smithsonian like African like history museum or whatever, and you could sign your name on this log. And above my name was like Risha Archibald. And I'm like, why do I know his name? Why do I know his name? And I'm like, I swear that is Focus' sister. I never met her until randomly one day.
Because y'all both. So hold on. So you just saw her name on the roster.
On the roster.
It was like it's gotta be, because you were like William Archibald. You was like, that's gotta be his sister.
Yes. And that's all I could think of. I'm like, that gotta be Focus' sister. So I'm out here and I go to church, and it was like, I don't know, like a Wednesday night service where they would do like these modules. So they had us like introduce ourselves to like the people around us. Kid you not, she turns around and it's like, hi, I'm Risha. And I was like, Archibald?
Is she like, what? Like,
she really was.
Yeah, because Risha's real
like,
low key though. Risha's real low key.
And I told her, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm friends with your brother. And then I told her about like, I'm like, this is like a full circle moment. I don't know what the universe is trying to tell me, but I saw your name in this log, like at the Smithsonian, like back when Obama got inaugurated the first time. It was so funny. But yeah, man, shoot. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, no. This is good. Because you moved out to LA for broadcast journalism. Like, what ended up kind of going from there?
I ended up getting more into like fashion. So I was like a personal shopper because I came out here with Nordstrom, and then I ended up at Saks. And so I did like a lot of personal shopping, clientele, and like, high profile people. I might have met Beyonce twice.
Oh, word, that's dope. Yeah,
I met Beyonce, Blue, and Jay. And then, so that happened. Kelly, Taraji was one of my really good clients. We would meet so many people. Like I had like basketball players, all of that stuff. So we would, so I got into that. And then I might have got fired for some retaliation shit. No, and I'm telling you, because I've never been fired from a job in my life. And then I got fired. And I was just like, wait a second. I did hate it here, but I'm supposed to be able to leave on my terms. And I ain't ready yet. So I kind of like dabbled into like cosmetics a little bit after that. And then ultimately it led me to the job that I have now. So I work as an operations manager at a clothing company. So I have like done like I've been drinking and I'm like, oh, that's it.
Oh no, you all good. You all good.
Like red carpet interviews for like NAACP and stuff like that. And I've just been trying to figure it out. Shout out to here because that really pushed me to like, all right, I can do this shit on my own. Like I don't need any help from anybody, because I, was like waiting like sending shit to people, never hearing back. And it just really inspired me and pushed me to do shit on my own and create my own lane.
That's
So
what I mean. That's what I did with this whole network, man. Like building this
yeah.
whole podcast network. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna build this shit from the bottom up, man. And we rocking right now, man. We're 12 shows right now on the network. So
I see. I
yeah,
see.
yeah. It's getting overwhelming a little bit. I'm gonna have to start hiring people in a second because it's getting a little bit a lot.
Isn't that a good feeling? I'm like,
Oh no, it is. It
like
is.
this
It's
is
every
dope. Like
yeah, like it's almost like because literally we like I mean I've had the podcast for a long time, this the solo podcast with the Stroud Lowcash podcast, but this network I literally started it fully in March of
oh
pandemic.
wow. Okay.
Like literally started in March of the pandemic. Hadn't really started a YouTube page, nothing like that. Been building that. I mean, we had the E40s coming on the podcast. We had the whole thing with E40 because we were talking about him on the podcast about him being drunk on verses with his wine. And shout out to Stacey Adams. And we put that clip up. He found it, hit us up, was like, he sent us. We got cases of wine. I got cases of E40's Earl Stevens wine that he sent us. Yeah, because he had saw us. So he's like, I'm about to send y'all some of that mango moscato. And so if you go to my page, he's on there. He because I put up the like, yo, thanks E40. He's like, I was like, when you coming on? He was like, you need to get. He said, well, he says, I'm like a captain on a ship. Send me that Zoom link. So that's how. And he put the emojis and everything, and I was like, oh, he talks like this in real life. Like he's literally on my Instagram page talking like E40 would talk. Not like, oh man, yeah, let's do it. No, he said, I'm like a captain on a ship. Get up in my inbox.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That's dope though.
And then we had Omar Wilson. Like, so you heard Omar Wilson, right? He redid the Secret Garden with all the cats on there. It's like him. You haven't heard with Sean Stockman, Cisco, and Raheem Devon. It's super dope. And so I got cool with him because we were making fun of him on the podcast. I guess he Googled his name because I put it in the description. So he hit me up. He was like, dang, man, y'all just gonna come at me like that? He was like,
oh my gosh.
So we were one of the first outlets to straight interview him about the Secret Garden song. So like, if you go to see the Secret Garden song on YouTube, our interview was right next to it. So people automatically go right over there.
To it, yeah.
And listen to it and listen to it. And he was just being a cool dude. He was super cool. And even to this day, he'd be like, yo, G, the music video out, I told you it was going to be fire. Because he was just subscribing. It took us 3 months to hear it. Because he just talked about it. Because it got put to the R&B outlets that this is. And I was like, man, you can't redo Secret Garden. And he hit me up. And he was like, no, it's going to be dope. Trust me. And he sent me the MP3 before. He's like, what'd I say? And I was like, hey, it's kind of fire.
So I'm trying to be on your level, get early access to stuff, okay?
It's literally it's solving that algorithm and putting certain stuff in that algorithm on your descriptions. It's all it is.
Yeah, no, my homeboy was telling me that he's like, just don't title your YouTube, like your videos, like just don't title them like your show, like make a catchy title, then put your show at the end, at the back of it.
Right. So I give you an example, cool. So the reason that E40 found it is remember when Keisha Cole, Shanti got canceled at first? Mm-hmm. We called the battle right before it happened. We called the battle the saga of the city cousin versus the county cousin.
Oh hell no!
And people were bugging up about it, and that's how he found it because it went up there in the search, and he got his name in there about E40 being drunk in the description. So that's what this.
Wow. Okay. Man, because we was the one we did last night with for the hard way. We played like a game of like fuck, marry, kill, right?
Oh shit!
Like a celebrity version. So she did the first round was like older people. Then she did like rappers, and all the rappers were ugly. So I just killed myself. And then they did like a round.
Who were the rappers?
It was like Kodak Black, Lil Wayne, and Young Thug. And I just
it was no way.
It was no way. Like it just, I get it. Like Jill is always like, well, if somebody got a lot of kids, they got really good dick. And I'm like,
That is
I ain't
real
trying to
shit.
be nobody like six baby mama.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's not, I'm cool. And I'm just like, I am not picking. I am killing myself. And they
That's
did,
hilarious.
so when they did the basketball round, I was just like, oh no, like we're not gonna use it. I'm like, please can we cut this out? Cause like sometimes you know people and
Yeah.
or you're affiliated with people some kind of way, and then it's
Yep.
just like you don't want people to know and you can't say nothing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, all right, I hope that they don't think that that's me or that I don't have their back because
I did a little game of fuck me, kill me.
yeah, I'm like, but they were saying like really fucked up shit. I'm like, oh.
And that's a real prepared situation, man. When you sitting in there and somebody like, and you like, and you don't want like you co-signing either. So my favorite way to get out, like, man, oh man, y'all can't be doing that, man. Y'all wildin',
Listen,
man.
when I killed Steph Curry, I said, I'm going to kill Steph Curry because I feel like in some way, shape, or form, somehow I'm going to encounter Aisha on some level, and I want her to know that I ain't checking for her man. And that's all I got. So, and I'm going to say he looked born in the bed because I ain't checking for him. And that's it.
So you got into you've been in some of the skits and stuff with like different cats. How'd you get into all the Instagram and YouTube skits and comedy skits and stuff?
Uh, Tahir.
To
So
hear,
Tahir hit me up.
man, look at these are all St. Louis people we talking about. St. Louis has a lot of awesome people that come out of there. I tell people all the time.
They really
I'll
do.
stack St. Louis up against most cities. Maybe not people that are in here, but people are from this city.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna be able to. You can't spell hustle without the STL, and that's a real talk.
Look, so Tahir, I remember the day that I be going to bed early, okay? And he hit me up. It was like around like 11, I guess. And I saw it in the morning when I got up. And he was like, "Oh, what you doing?" Whatever. I was like, "What did you need at 11:30? Like everything
You thought
okay?"
it was
Like,
something he was out of pocket. You think he out of pocket?
no. I'm like, I don't want people to think I'm a terrible friend because I'm like, it might be something you might need me to cover for you
Yeah,
on, or I be thinking like, are you
that's
in the
real.
hospital? So my mind always goes to the worst things. I don't know why, it just does. Um, but he was like, oh, we was just on like a Zoom call or whatever, hanging out with some of my people, or whatever. I'm like, oh, well, let me know next time. I'll pull up or whatever. So he hit me up. It was like a day or two later, asking me, did I want to like Zoom with some of his friends? And this is before it was called Zooming with the homies or
Yeah,
anything.
it was just some quick. I remember when he first started it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so when I got onto the Zoom, I'm thinking it's gonna be St. Louis people, maybe friends from LA, like just around, like not that they're not normal, but you know what I mean. That
Yeah,
like,
just
yeah,
your homeboy to help you out doing your skits. Like
yeah,
just
like we kicking our shit or whatever. We're gonna talk about some White Houses or emos, and I'm like, literally, I put up and I was like, wait, why does that say Kevin on stage and Tony Baker? And I was like, oh hell no.
Yeah, but he go on tour. He's on tour with all that. They got their whole crew. They took crew together.
Yeah, but I didn't even know, and
You
I
didn't
just
know that though. They was on tour for years
well, no,
before.
they be on tour, but I didn't know that that's what I was about to
Oh,
go.
I see what you're saying. You're
Because
coming into that situation.
he didn't say who was all on the Zoom call. Again, I'm thinking this nigga shit, and it's just like, oh, I'm kicking it with my people from home or
Yeah.
whatever. And that's just kind of how it started. And so Zooming became a thing where it was Zooming with the homies, and he started making like flyers and stuff. So I would, pull up and stuff. And then his friends were like, we like you. I'm having this virtual game, dating show, and then CTE was like, hey, you want to come to my, I got a game show and I want you to be on the show. And I'm like, okay, cool. So it was like around the corner. So that happened. So just little things like that. Like they really kind of utilize like everybody, him, like BT. So it's just been really, really cool. And Kevin on stage, wife go to my beautician, like my hairstylist, and I just be like, I'll be trying to share. So Greg, it's hard to get up in there. And if he at your house, and I know where you live, I'm pulling up to your house to get my hair done. And I had to cancel my appointment last week because like of a COVID scare. And when I tell you, he was like, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get you back in. I said, if I find out you at Kev on Stage House, I'm pulling up. Seriously. You gonna do both our hair.
So you started, then you started your own podcast. Like, so
Yeah,
explain that and tell people about that.
It's called Whiskey Sour Libations and Conversations, and it's literally me. I wanted to do it more I was hoping that COVID would be over by now, where it was kind of more like a kind of like interviewee talk show type deal, where it's like, let's say you come on, I'm asking you questions, we, kicking, feeding off of each other's energy and just having a really good time over, like some whiskey and just having, like really getting to know people. Cause I like conversing with people. I like picking people's like brains or whatever. And Tahir is currently mad at me because he has not been on the show. And he hasn't been on the show because like we're in the same city, but I have seen him. So I know that he's now comfortable kind of doing things in person. Mm-hmm. So I have something planned special for him. I'm gonna rent out like a space or whatever so we can do it right, because I want to do his real right.
Yeah.
Because I owe it to him.
I'm proud of y'all cats, man. I mean, Risha, you saw Risha got her new TV show jumping off with Thomas Q. Jones and all that, and she plugged me with a couple other people and everything for some other stuff, like, and then Tahir, and I'm missing some other people that's out there doing their thing. Am I missing some other people?
I don't know. I'll be knowing people though, so you can't ask.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It ain't even like, oh, I don't know her. I really don't be knowing. People be asking, do you know this person? I'm like, no. Like,
yeah, I'm missing a lot of people
though.
No. The funny thing is, so you heard about this is how crazy St. Louis is. So the Soho Karen, the whole situation with that, with the little boy and the cell phone. Yeah. His dad is from St. Louis, from Ferguson.
What?
Yeah. Keon is from Ferguson. He's like a couple years older than me.
Wow. See,
because he's in Robert Glasper's. Is he Robert Glasper? I forgot whose band he's in. I think it may be Robert Glasper's band.
I think it is Robert Glasper.
Yeah, but he's from St. Louis.
I did not know that.
St. Louis people are everywhere.
We really are, because so many. Oddly, a guy that I met out here. This was like years ago at a kickback. And I was like talking to him or something. He was like, oh, where are you from? And I'm like, St. Louis. And he was like, oh, something about, yeah, you be eating that custard from like Ted Drew's, and y'all be eating that cracker pizza, emos or some shit. And then something about the Rice House. And I was just like, that's not St. Louis. The Rice House is not from St. Louis. I don't know. That's East St. Louis.
The Chinaman.
Yeah, I'm like,
no disrespect to my Chinese brothers and sisters when I say Chinaman.
Right. I was gonna get you. I'm like, hey.
No, the Chinese food place.
And then I was like, are you from St. Louis? But we don't call rice and stuff like we call it the Rice House. That's East St. Louis. So he was like, his mom was from U City and his daddy's from East St. Louis, but he was born and raised in LA. And why my daddy know his cousin?
Of course, because St. Louis
it was so funny. I'm like, St. Louis is just everywhere. So
yeah, I have to tell a story at some point where I met a girl that wasn't a girl in Vegas, and she was from Cold Brilliant, and it was a whole thing. Yeah, when I was my first job, you know what, I'm gonna tell it. I'll tell it to you.
I'm like, we're here now. You can't.
Yeah. So all right. So I remember shout out to my boy Donnie, my old coworker, my boy Donnie, Disco Donnie Mims. He'll bug up at this story. So this is old school the Luxor. So how old I am. This is 2004 at the Luxor in Las Vegas. They used to have a Thursday night that was like the jump off. I'm talking about like Thursday night was like the big hip hop night in Vegas there. So we outside. I'm sitting talking to this young lady. We chopping up, blah, blah. She's like, where you from? I was like, oh, from St. Louis, blah, blah. She's like, oh, for real? I'm from Cold Brilliant. I'm like, what? Snap! Say word! What?
Heck no!
Hey, I'm from St. Louis Avenue. Okay, what's up? So I'm like, oh, I'm finna get on her. We meant to be, right? So at this time, this is what this is my first job out of college. So I'm like, I got my little business card. So I think I'm really G with it. Like, you know what, sweetheart, you know what I'm saying? I gotta roll out and stuff though, man. Go and take my card and everything. See, people don't understand you're taking card out now. I mean, don't mean nothing. But then like that was G though. Like let me go and give you my card. Yeah, we used to do that with the free time cards too back in that's how
I feel like I have one somewhere in St. Louis still because my mom don't throw nothing away.
And so I gave it to her. So as I'm walking away, somebody goes, "Hey man, I think Shorty's a dude." And I was like, huh, I don't know, he ain't talking about her. And so I keep walking, another dude. It's another dude. He's like, man, that bad chick over there is a dude. And I was like, huh, I'm 2 for 2 here. So I keep walking, I go back to the hotel. And then so Donnie, me and him in the elevator, he's like, how bad are you gonna feel either way? If she calls you, then it is what it is with that. But if she don't call you, you wouldn't even fly enough for another dude to want to call you if she is a dude. And she didn't call me. So it was like, now I don't know what it was. Like, keep in mind I was drunk, so this story could be totally convoluted. It could be talking about somebody totally different. But I just feel like if this was my luck in life, that it probably was the correct way that I remember it. Yeah.
That's so funny. That happened to my cousin, rest in peace. We was leaving the zoo, getting on the Metrolink, and it was some girl that and they was talking on the, like the train or whatever. And then we get off and he was trying to get her number, but he almost slammed on the doors. And so the security guard come up and say, hey man, that's really a guy. And then we was like, huh? And he was like, yeah, that's really a guy. And so we were like, okay, so how do you know that? He was like, oh, because she, whatever it was, somehow they end up having to frisk her. And then he said 2 red cups fell out of her bra.
Oh, dang. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
but no, this one was totally post-op. It was
yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about this was this is totally post-op.
What made people think that? I'm trying to, because sometimes
I don't know. But she lived in Las Vegas, so this is all local people hanging outside of the spot. So this kind of like parking lot pimping, like in front of the Luxor, everybody kind of just kind of hanging out, talking, blah blah blah. So that's where it wasn't just random. It was people just hanging out, talking after the club is over.
Okay.
So that's why I'm walking back to my room and I keep hearing that, and it wasn't. So there's not a long way in between, but it was different, 2 sets of different dudes.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like it was just 2 dudes together. It was set of dudes here, set of dudes here. I don't know if they talking about the same woman, but I felt like it. So because I thought they kept saying Shorty in the pink, and I was like, and she had on pink. She was off Cold Brilliant, man. And then I keep on thinking, I was like, man, I didn't look at that, and I was like, Donnie, she was bad though, right? And then you try to justify it to your boy, she was bad though, right? He's like, no, she was bad, man. I'm like, but did you hear that? He's like, I think so, but I don't know. I'm drunk too. I'm like, oh, no, we can't be doing like this, man. I can't be living like this. Yeah, but that's why I couldn't live in Las Vegas. I don't even know if I could live in LA either, man.
LA is definitely different. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. If you're gonna do it, you gotta commit to it.
Yeah.
Because that first year is very, very telling. And my first year, I moved out here in October. Yeah, October 2010. It's when my transfer went through, and it wasn't honestly that's what you're talking about, things that you unlearn, and you think things are going to be one way, and it turns out to be something completely crazy. And it was I was so close to moving back in December, and it was solely based off of kind of some of the fuck shit I was going through with my cousin at the time. I don't know her either. She black, so we just gonna see gray.
Yeah.
Uh,
You see the silhouette. Yep.
and I was just like, why is this happening to me? Is this a sign? Like, am I not supposed to be here? And
So your
ultimately,
cousin lived out there too, I'm assuming.
yeah,
Okay.
like I would hear like I can't. I remember coming home one day and I heard her like talking shit about me on the phone, but it was more so like like jealous statements.
Mm.
And I'm like, really? Like, I didn't know we was in competition with each other because like we don't like the same dudes. Like we don't like, so why is this an issue? Like I'm so confused. And I had to like get out because I feel like she was gonna put some sort of spell on me.
Was she from New Orleans?
I said what I said.
I said she's from New Orleans.
No, she from well, technically she's from St. Louis, but she was raised out here. She
Okay,
just be
but
into she
is she
just be
real?
into that shit.
Is she real light skinned? Is she real light skinned?
She ain't real light skin, but she like
She got that Creole look to her.
yes.
Yeah, I don't trust her.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Yeah, I know. I have a new list of things. Is one of my homeboys says like, man, you say you don't trust a lot of stuff. I was like, man, I'm gonna make a list of like what I don't trust. I don't trust Creole woman. Creole woman. I got set
It's
up
so
back
funny
in
because she
2002.
actually is her daddy is Creole.
See, I got set up in 2002. I
See,
already know what that
see,
is.
see.
Yeah.
But
See,
yeah, so like
you did the right thing. You did the right thing.
no, even after like I moved out, like it was weird. Like we got into it one time because like niggas don't like to it be Virgos. Virgos be trying to push you.
Oh, don't
And
say
it
that. My
be like,
daughter's a Virgo.
I'm just wait, what's her birthday? What's the
September the
exact
9th.
she might be okay because she in September, but
It's
them
those August Virgos you talking about?
a lot of times it be August Virgos, like whether it be male or female that I like encounter issues with.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe one September, everybody else kind of in September as we easing into Libra, we okay. But man, I'm just like, yo, like I already told you, like, why are you asking me again? I told you no, that doesn't work for me. And then it just was this weird chain reaction. I don't know what triggered her, what me saying no, like really pissed her off. And it was just like the wrath of this person. And I just was like, girl, have a good life.
Yeah.
Like you good, like it ain't no ill will if I see you, but like have a good life. So me trying to be forgiving and just know she's now a silhouette for real. 2020 niggas was showing their ass. She
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
She's
man.
dead.
2020
Somebody
was a
asked me,
bitch.
said, who? Huh? Oh, I don't know her.
Mm, mm. So what? So speaking about it, I got one more section after this. Speaking about Aquarius, is what do you think is the key problems of Aquarius? I don't know if you've seen that thing going around.
I saw that. Ain't no wrong with us.
There you got said the right
Right.
thing right there.
Because here's the thing: people hate that. People always say, "Oh, we're aloof.
Yep.
We're very, analytical, over analytical of things, and we're not vested in situations. We're very, like fly by night." I'm like, no, that's not true. It's just that we kind of know what's coming and we see shit for face value and we try to tell you the truth to prevent chaos from happening in your life. You know how many friends that are in fuck shit right now, and I try to tell them niggas. I'm like, I told you because I'm like, that wasn't even on no hate shit. I'm like, I saw it coming before you even realized what was happening. And here we are, and it's just drama and chaos. Like, I don't live like that. I tried to protect you. You want to do your own thing.
But I mean, that's the thing. I mean, but we're raw and rugged, and sometimes people can't take. I mean, and then I want to say, but we just not. Our ideas can kind of be out there. You got to kind of get where we at to
Yeah,
understand where we are here. Though it's like we a satellite, baby. We outside this world, but we
yeah.
seeing the world from the satellite. So if you're only looking at it from down here at Earth, looking up, you're like, I don't know what y'all talking about, because you got to understand we're looking at it from this outside bigger
Yeah,
thing, that you can't even kind of conceive a little bit, you know.
They can't, and it's just like a different. I recognize and I understand that I am weird, and I
Yeah,
am
me too.
okay.
I get it. I've accepted it.
Yeah, I'm like, it's cool. Like I'm weird. But as like I said, I just be trying to I look out. I try to keep, extra shit to a minimum because I know I am an extra person at times. So I don't need extra
But you're
frequencies
a
on.
January Aquarius. Y'all more extra than us February Aquarius.
I'm a February.
Oh, you
So
always okay. Well, you
yeah, I'm the
February.
12th. And
Oh, that's right. You only 4 days before me.
yeah, I'm like, we
Yeah,
have pretty much the
yeah,
same birthday. No, okay, that's real. January Aquariuses are different. They
yes.
really are. And I
They're
tell
they're more they're a little bit more vain, I would say. They like physically, like thinking I'm
yeah.
bad, like physically.
I can say yes, and very I feel like they're a little dry. It's
Yeah, no,
just
I won't say it, but I'll say our this. If you're talking about the other side of us, bad. I think we know everything, and they think they too fly. If that
yeah,
makes sense. Like
yeah. I'm
I'm
like,
like I got all these answers, motherfucker. But then they be like, I'm too fly for this shit.
I must have the answers because y'all niggas keep coming to ask me. So I got something right now. I don't know if y'all gonna listen to me, but y'all come to me for something must be right. Now, after the conversation is over and we hang up, that's up to you. What
Right.
you are going to do. I have no control over that after this click.
That's real. That's real. All right, we got my last section. It's called this or that. You only have two
Okay.
choices. You can
Okay.
choose this one or that one. All right.
Okay.
Cosby Show or Different World?
I feel like I kind of have to say a different world
No, you
because
don't.
I'm gonna definitely say the Cosby Show.
This is a safe space for Cosby Show. This is a safe
Okay.
space.
I'm like, oh, but I
I mean,
really.
you can't say Different World either. He was a damn executive producer.
You're right. So either way, we screwed.
Yeah, so we might as well be what you want to be.
And okay, so even okay, so if I said different world, it would be after Denise was gone.
Yeah, that show
That
is a
first
totally different show.
season.
I start the first season as the second season. I don't even watch the first season. Like in my mind, I forget that it was even a first season.
Yeah, because I was like, man, well, I went back to start watching it on Prime. I'm like, this was really a struggle. I'm like, and we only like Denise because she kind of semi-cute.
What
Because
do you mean
that
semi? What do
actress,
you mean semi? No, what do you mean semi?
I think Zoe is bad.
No, no,
I
no.
think
But that's her. What do you mean semi? Lisa
if
Bonet
I
ain't no
were to date
semi
a girl,
bad.
if I had to date a character, I might have dated Whitley, and Lisa. But I don't know. It's just something that whisper that we. I don't understand. I hate motherfuckers like that.
Hey, look, I'll save you. I got you, girl.
I just. I think Zoe is bad though.
No, no,
Like,
Zoe's super bad. Zoe's
yeah,
super bad. All right, Fresh Prince or Martin?
Fresh Prince.
Really? Okay.
I really like Fresh Prince. I do remember Martin. I remember watching Martin, but I feel like I always go back to the Fresh Prince. Always.
See, I think Martin has more classic episodes, but I think Fresh Prince has a better plot,
Mm,
like a better constructed TV show. But I
yeah.
think Martin has more memorable moments.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, no,
Like you can, like Martin's got classic episodes, but the show may not be as built as a great sitcom as well as Fresh Prince is.
maybe that's what it is because I'm currently rewatching The Fresh Prince again on HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my okay. I have to decompress after I was watching Lovecraft. So I remember I was like, oh my gosh, listen, I will be so emotionally exhausted after watching Lovecraft.
Lovecraft is good, man.
Man, and the fact that we know we're not probably gonna get another season because it's just like,
No,
yeah,
I don't think it should be another season.
yeah. I'm like, as bad as I want it to be because there's so many ways that could go, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no. And then the podcast afterwards, like, oh
Yeah.
man,
All right, Nas
that
or
was
Jay Z?
Jay-Z.
Okay.
Yeah, Jay-Z.
All right, Boys in
And
the
maybe
Hood.
because that's because of Beyonce. So yeah, Jay-Z.
So this is gonna be a triple threat match: Boys
Okay.
in the Hood, New Jack City, or Juice. You already know what I'm gonna say. If you look in the background, I'm already got my answers already in the background. So
Ah, brown sugar.
brown sugar. That wasn't an option.
I know. I just
I
meant that's
know.
really hard. That's really hard. I might say I think I do enjoy New Jack City.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I think you're gonna say Juice because it's on your wall.
Yep. You already
Yeah.
know it. Juice. Definitely juice.
Yeah, I enjoy New Jack City.
Oh no. I definitely enjoy New Jack City. I can't watch Boys in the Hood like that though. I can't watch it. It takes too much out of
I'm
me.
not doing that to myself.
Yeah, it
Like
takes too
that's
much.
life every day for
And it's
us.
not that many comedic moments in it. It's not like fun parts. It's just
Right.
all South Central depression. Like I just feel like that's all it is South
Not
Central
South
depression.
Central depression.
Yeah. You know, the whole scene with the baby walking out of even the cool
Yeah.
part with the baby out in the middle of the street. Pop, 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 pop. You left your baby out here. Where? Oh, you want to come in here? Trey, you want to come in here?
But you made this a very comedic moment. So
Yes, I made it a comedic because of that. But that's not a comedic. That's very staticky and very depressing.
yeah,
Very,
no,
very
it
depressing.
definitely is. It definitely is that menace to society. I just be like, oh, this is just it's I started watching what's the new movie on that they got T.I. with the vitiligo on
I
Netflix?
haven't watched it yet. I just started a new podcast, Hood Classic Cinema. People have been telling me I should do it. We should do it just to clown it, but I need to go through some other movies first before I do the clowning movies. We already did Plug Love for the first episode.
I I started it. I didn't finish it, and it was good for where I got to. But man, I just was like, I'm not. I don't want to see black people struggle no more.
Hmm.
Like I am drained. I
Yeah.
because we see it on so many levels in real life. I was like, I'm turning this shit off. My anxiety is going through the roof, and I turned on King of the Hill. Like I just needed to bring that back down.
All
So
right. Next up, favorite movie between Bad Boys one,
okay, the first one,
two,
yes.
or three. The first one, or I mean, Bad Boys one, two. You haven't seen three. I'm assuming that's what you're gonna say.
And I lied and told somebody that I did.
Oh, you want me to cut this out the podcast when
No,
you
it's
caught up?
fine. It's fine. Like, cause yeah, no, I definitely, I'm gonna say one.
Okay, I
No,
mean
no, I like two. Yeah, two with Gabrielle Union, right? Or am I thinking of Miami Vice?
that's two. Two is
Okay, yeah, I like two. Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
White Castles or Chinese St. Louis Chinese food.
Why you do that? Why did you do that?
I got everybody. I changed up the questions for every guest on this. That's my.
Um, I can. I, I'm gonna be honest. I probably come to St. Louis and thrash White Castle more than rice because it'd be that sodium man in that rice. And I stopped getting meat in my rice. I'll get extra bean sprouts and shit, but like I'll just do
And it never
like
really fills you up though. That's the problem to a certain extent.
it will if you gonna eat that whole order. But
I can't eat a whole order of rice, and I can't even eat a lot of White Castles either.
I get off the plane depending on the time of day. So it's either I'm hitting White Castle first or Emos.
Okay.
And a lot of times I get in late. So I'm going straight to White Castle. And I'm getting a number one, the cheese, no onions. I'm gonna order some onion rings, and I'm gonna order a chicken sandwich.
Have you done the bottoms only option?
Yeah, okay, so for me, I like the top.
Oh, okay. That
I be
bottom's
feeling
only
a
changed
little
my life. That bottom's only changed my
I
life.
never see. Okay, so my mama would bring home White Castles, and I'm like, "Yo, something happened where I think somebody ate some of the bread like at White Castle." She's like, "Girl, no, that was me." I didn't know that was like a thing. Like niggas love the bottom. I love the top. I would just be feeling a little layer.
No, the
I eat
bottom's
my
only
car.
is
I eat my.
people don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna have to see.
All right, this is a St. Louis only. This is only for St. Louis people. So all my listeners, I know we got a lot of listeners everywhere. Saints or the Palace, or is that too old for you?
No, I could go. I just wasn't saying at the lock-ins. Lucretia wasn't playing that. Oh, dang. Maybe I like. Okay, wait. I'm gonna have to say the Palace.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm
Okay.
gonna say the Palace because I feel like I spent probably a little more time there, but the Saints was fun. But I'm gonna say the Palace.
All right, we're
Yeah.
gonna keep it St. Louis still. EXO or the Loft?
Okay, so here's the thing. EXO had a really good chef too, and he was from New Orleans.
Yeah, and he's make them fire shrimp that shrimp rice joint that was off in there was
It
fire.
was I have a shellfish allergy, but it was something he used to make these fire wings.
The fire wings
And,
is dope too.
yes.
They like barbecue, spicy, kind of tangy
Yeah,
barbecue joints.
and it was like this galette. I'm like, what? Man, the EXO was a vibe because if you was really trying to be cute and classy, but if you needed a ratchet moment, you can go to the loft too, and they was like right there, so you technically could walk.
Right over there and get your food and come right out if you wanted
Yep.
to.
But it's something about that loft chicken, and they be doing it at the marquee, and they be trying to make them naked. I'm like, no, I want it breaded. Like I want it how y'all made it over there.
Yeah, don't change up the recipe.
No, man.
I'm gonna take it a little bit ratchet with this question. For this, we're on one more last single
Pink
question.
slip for the chicken.
No. I was gonna say pink slip
Up.
or bottoms up. I was going to ask you. You already knew what I was gonna say then.
Yes. Okay. So I would go to the pink slip and get the chicken, and then go to bottoms up.
Okay.
I already knew.
Look, and the thing people understand, pink slip is so much of a staple of the St. Louis area. There's people that come out of town that have never been to St. Louis that have asked me, like the friends of mine from college and stuff. They will come here and they'd be like, "Yo, what time we gonna go on the east side or we gonna go over the water?" I was like, "I mean, where you want to go?" Like, like, "Hey man, I heard," and it's all like a secret thing. They're looking around. She's like, "Hey man, I heard about this spot called the Pink Slip. I heard like they doing everything for like $50."
See, here's the thing though. Yeah, they were because they didn't have the fire strippers.
No.
If you wanted something like a show, that's why you would start there.
Then you go over the bottoms up. And they're across the street from each other, so it's easy.
Yeah. Man.
And then if you wanted to get your upscale, just we're not going to take it, but see some decent looking black strippers, you go to Penthouse. If you're just trying to hang out with some people from work. Yeah. And they want to go to strip club, you go to Penthouse.
Man, listen. I remember going to the bottoms up. And I feel like it was that birthday weekend that I had that party at EXO. And I had bought the guy I was seeing at the time. I got this girl because she was doing all these flips and tricks on the pole. And so I like paid for a lap dance before my boyfriend. And I was like, it's my birthday. Can you give him a lap dance? I want to watch. And she was like, wait, but it's your birthday. I said, it was so funny. That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, man. Like, so did you ever do a birthday party at one of my birthday parties?
I don't know. I'll just be out. I was 19.
Did you do a winter fresh with me? What, man?
I feel like I did do a winter fresh. I did do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Winter fresh was hot, man.
Yeah, I definitely been to a winter fresh.
Yeah, people understand, man. They was like, man, I'm going to winter fresh. People thought it was a gum. No, that was my birthday party. Oh man, winter fresh, man. I got in so much trouble with winter freshes, man. Like, oh man, I was just bad.
Damn. Those good times, man.
All right, last one: Pepsi or Coke.
Pepsi.
That's how you know you're from St. Louis too. That's just
Yeah. Coke is only
Coke
good for
is
me.
literally Coke is literally like a Southern thing, and then but if you it's like weird. Coke is weird where it is, but definitely if you're in St. Louis, it's gonna be Pepsi.
Yeah, but Coke is good for mixing.
Yep,
So
with the
and that's
drinks. Yep.
it. Like I don't wake up and say, "Oh, I want a Coke today."
No,
No,
yeah,
I
Pepsi.
definitely Pepsi. And if we gonna drink Vest,
Oh yeah,
my
okay. Well, yeah, yeah. What's your best flavor?
okay, so fruit punch and peach are competing for that number one spot. I
Okay.
can't, and I do love black cherry, and a cream soda is fire. That's the only cream soda I can drink. That other stuff that be out on the market, I don't know what that is, but that ain't cream soda. But yeah, so though they always toggle between one and two,
Mm-hmm.
and then definitely strawberry might be number three, black cherry number four, and
You
then
don't mess with that grape?
no,
I mess with that grape,
and
man.
definitely cream number five. No, no grape for me. I don't like grape flavored things. Period.
Okay,
So like
fair enough.
candy, all of that. I don't like grape. Nope.
All right, Dominique, thank you for coming on Mic Checka, man. Well, let everybody know where they can get the podcast at, where they can check it out, where they can check you out at online as well.
Yeah. Okay. So whiskey sour, libations and conversations on YouTube. The Instagram page, you want to, follow me. It's just whiskey soured. My personal IG is St. Angeles. Shop St. Angeles for the candles. That part two is coming soon, and I got four the hard
Yeah,
way.
hold on. Before you get it, talk about the candles real quick for everybody, real quick.
Yeah, okay. So I did, like I said, private label candles the first go round, seeing how that was working with a company. But I know how to make them and they smell amazing. So I think I'm gonna try to get something out for Valentine's Day, like a little small limited edition run. Because the first run, everything just sold out. So that was definitely dope. And I'm just like, yeah, people fuck with me. They like this. People do like luxury. Black people do like luxury.
They
Y'all be
do.
lying.
They do
But
know.
they
They black
smell
people love luxury.
yeah, and they smell amazing, and and that's just definitely been interesting. So that's just what I've been working on, trying to perfect that. Ultimately, hopefully that is in Nordstrom or a Saks one day. But yeah, I've been super excited about that because I spend so much money on candles, and I buy like Voluspa or Diptyque or Lilabo. So candles get like really expensive for me. So I was like, I feel like I could probably do this, and so I did it. So
You said you was like, I can do it. I can do
I
it.
could do it. I could do it, and I feel like I'm gonna try to, dabble into some cosmetics next.
Really? Is
Yeah,
that's the next move for you?
yeah. I think I could do that too. You
Look,
know,
look, I ain't mad at you.
make a few lip glosses or something. So yeah,
Okay, I ain't
I'm
mad at
super
that.
excited. I ultimately like kind of want to have like an empire and stuff because I'm obsessed with fashion, shoes, all of that. So yeah, we'll see.
Okay, okay, okay. So, once again, let everybody know where they can hit up all that stuff at.
All of it, like I said, For the Hard Way podcast, Whiskey Sour podcast, Shop St. Angeles for the candles, personal IG St. Angeles. Yes.
All right, thank you for coming on. This was cool, man. This was cool
Thank
talking
you
about
for
the St.
having
Louis
me.
people.
I feel so honored.
Yeah, no, like I said, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of all y'all that, what I'm saying, doing your thing. And it's so many people that's doing their thing within the crew of people we knew that we kind of came up with at the same time, man. Tell your sister what's up too, man. I haven't
I
seen her
sure
in a
will.
grip,
She's
man.
doing it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she's down in Arizona, right?
Doing
Yeah,
interior design.
yeah.
Yes, starting to branch out on her own. So I'm super excited for her and proud of her. And because I told her, I'm like, girl, you're gonna be your own firm one day.
Yeah. Hey,
So
that's real.
yeah,
That's
she's
real.
dope. She's dope. So if anybody, looking for a remodel. She does things by room. It starts at $25. That is a Black girl in West Elm. So shout out to my sister Janelle. She'll hook it up for you.
Shout out to both of y'all, man. I remember you used to have a crush on Adrian too. I can't be remiss without saying that either.
Funny story. So I got in trouble because I feel like at one point, my sister liked him too. And I just
I know, right?
because of again, Autumn. And I got yelled at by my mom because she told on me. And I swear, my sister will swear this didn't happen. But my sister stayed telling on me for shit. I stayed in trouble. It was one time, why my mom, she had the popcorn ceiling and she brought it down to the wall. Because I don't know why that made sense. We was jumping on my mom's bed and Janelle pushed me into that wall. And it hurt. And I was like, you a punk ass nigga. She told on me I got a whooping. She just had it out for me. Man, just always telling. But man, yeah. That was for a week that I thought Adrian was cute.
It's all good, man. Look, man. That's the light skin, the first John Legend.
Yeah, I mean, that was a week.
now he's Black Panther Adrian.
What?
Yeah, he's Black Panther Adrian now.
What? I thought he was Adrian Foods, like he was traveling the world, trying new foods.
As a Black Panther.
You a lie. As a Black Panther, he all
not a real Black Panther. I mean, not a real Black Panther.
I'm like, I thought you. He
listens to this podcast every week, so he.
Hey,
he know what I mean. He know what I mean. He know exactly what I mean. He's just, he's just. I know I like it, because me and him used to have battles about stuff like that. So no, I love it.
Funny. That is hilarious.
Shout out to Adrian. He's been up in Seattle for a while, about 5 years now.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, I didn't know where he was.
Yeah, he's in Seattle. He works for Amazon.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Amazon corporate. Yeah, up in Seattle.
Nice. That's dope. I'm glad everybody is doing well.
Yeah, man, dude. Everybody's doing it, man. Everybody's doing it. I can't complain at all, man. Yeah. But thank you once again, Dominique, man, for coming on. I appreciate it so much. Everybody check her podcast out. I'm gonna start messing with her about some of these guests she had on her show. I just ain't said, and I'm gonna have to start trolling a little bit.
I'm gonna have you on the show, okay? I got you.
No, you ain't got. Look.
I'm gonna have you show up. I want you to be whiskey soured, like.
Yeah, look. I'm always. Do you remember we put you on some whiskeys back then? Do you remember when we had we had Crown Royal mix. Adrian egotistical ass called it the A. Remember the A drink?
Listen.
It was Crown Royal.
It felt disgusting.
No, it was Crown Royal. No, everybody liked this. It was Crown Royal, Southern Comfort, and Nouveau.
No, do you remember that who was that y'all that had the New Year's party at City Hall?
Yeah. No. That was Eddie and them.
That was Saigu?
Yeah, that was Eddie and them.
Man, and they had all that Nouveau and was giving bottles away.
Yeah.
Why do we think that shit was good?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It was product placement, just like Hypnotic. Why do we like Hypnotic?
Yo, my homeboy showed up to my homegirl baby shower with a bottle of Hypnotic, and I was so confused. I'm like, all right, is it?
Did he have Hennessy with it at least, so we can make this Incredible Hulk?
No, he was just drinking. He's like, so I bought this for April because, it's a boy, but then I realized that she was pregnant. She can't drink it, so I'm going to just drink it. I'm like, nigga, what?
So you just going to drink Hypnotic?
He just was drinking it out the bottle. I'm like, you're not as bougie as I thought you were. You are really a rat.
He's from Atlanta, LA?
He's from out here, yeah.
Yeah, that's I've heard. Is he from Orange County?
Nah. Okay. I feel like he from Inglewood.
Oh, wow. Inglewood up to no good. Okay. All right. I dated a girl in college from Inglewood. Okay. All right.
Nice.
Yeah. But thank you once again, Dominique.
Yay.
Yeah. But everybody go follow her, check out her stuff, and we will check y'all out soon.